Hey all, this is Lulu, Crafting Anonymous. How you doing today? I thought I would come on and show you some things that I think every crafter should have. And so if you are looking for a gift for a crafter, or you're starting out and a new crafter and wanting to know some of the things that we have in our, some of us who've been crafting for a while have in our supplies, then this is the place you want to be right now and check this all out. Okay, I'm going to start out with some basics. A basic is some of the tools we use daily, especially when we're doing things like Mod Podge, decoupage. And Mod Podge is a really great brand to use. Mod Podge has all different, they're by Plaid, P-L-A-I-D. They have all different things. I'm not an affiliate, I don't get paid. It's just something we use. Now, they have a matte finish and a glossy finish. And they also have a lot of different things that you can use, like for photo transfer, for working on material, things like that. This is a dimensional magic. It's something that you would put on top of something to give it a glass look. So if, let's say you had some eyes on something and you could put a little dot on that and it would look like the eyes were glassy, so that's really nice. What I use often instead of Mod Podge is Minwax polyacrylic, and this little can will last about the time it would take me to go. I would go through 3 of these bottles before I would finish one of these cans. So this is my go-to as a crafter, having crafted for a while. You can put, I like the matte finish. A lot of people like glossy, but I like matte. And what people will do with that is they'll put a clear coat over the top of one of their projects, or they'll use it to decoupage. So it's something that's good to use. So that's what I prefer. You can never go wrong with getting a large container of Waverly chalk paint. This is Ivory. It's an acrylic paint. My go-to is plaster, Waverly plaster. I always make sure I have those in my supply room. Something else that is really good to have is an X-Acto knife, because there's a lot of little things that we use, we need fine precision cuts, and so they have small and a larger X-Acto knife. That is something really good to have. Glue sticks. My favorite brand, and again, I'm not an affiliate for any of these things, so I'm not selling it, telling you because I'm selling it. I'm telling you because I know these are quality products. My favorite glue stick in most crafters is Gorilla Glue. So any product that you use, you want a good stick, Gorilla Glue. They have glue guns that are small, the minis, and then the bigger tips. Don't buy the long ropes of glue sticks, because they're very cumbersome and most people complain about them. So just a long glue stick is really good. Also, something called, oh, my label's ripped off, but it's called Stick Fast. And this is a really good quick setting glue. Gorilla also makes a quick setting glue, so either one would be really good. Glue guns. I have 2. This is a electric, plug it in electric glue gun, and it uses the bigger sticks like this. It works good. It has a high and a low setting, which works for me really well because it's, you can see this has been well used. Hot glue is nothing fun to be burnt by, so I like it that it has a high and low setting. You also can get a glue gun that is battery operated. So it charges. I like having both because if I'm doing a lot of crafting, and this battery just pops right out to charge, but I use the same glue sticks, the Gorilla glue sticks in there. This is a Goga Nova glue tool. They have it in pink and blue. It's 20 volt, 1.5 AH. It has, when you turn it on, it has the different settings that will, temperatures that you can set it at. So you can turn it down and turn it up. So, and it's really easy to use. I also like having a little mini vac to work with, because a lot of times you're making a big mess and you want to clean it up. So a mini vac would be a nice thing to have. And shut that off. So that is a good thing to have. Scissors, different sizes of scissors are good to have. I don't have them all out, but I have 3 sets of scissors, a good pair of scissors. A lot of times we end up cutting things with scissors that we shouldn't, so I like having these hefty clippers. They clip metal, and they're really good for wire and thick things, thick sticks and stuff. So I like having a nice heavy set of clippers. And paint brushes. Now, these sponge brushes you can get at the Dollar Tree, a pack like this at the Dollar Tree. So this would be a really nice basket, and a lot of this stuff can be gotten at the Dollar Tree. You can get a small bottle of Mod Podge there. You can get some acrylic paints. The paints I get at Walmart, the Waverly. So paint brushes, these are handy dandy, and they don't last long because they're sponge. Even if you were to buy them at Hobby Lobby, they still don't last long. But you can multi-use them, clean them up really good. Speaking of cleanup, Murphy oil soap is, if somebody were to give me a little basket of all of these things, I would just be so grateful, because Murphy oil soap, you put a little in a bottle with some hot water and stick your brushes in, they clean up wonderfully. So that is what I use to clean my brushes. These little sponge dab brushes are dabbers, so you can, if you're pouncing, paint on something, like if you're doing stenciling and you want to just pounce, these little round brushes or round sponges are really good for that. Other brushes, you have, there's always different sizes of brushes. As you see this one here that's feathered, fanned out, that is a good brush to have for applying stains, trying to dirty something up, giving an antiquing. That's a really nice brush. And the really flat brushes are really nice. I buy in every size I can these little flat brushes. They're really good for painting. And having an assortment of brushes, big brushes and smaller brushes, as fine tip brushes. These are all good brushes to have. You can even get makeup applicators to use. This is eyeshadow applicator. Just getting some of those. We use all of those too. So these are things. Sharpie pens are good to have. Acrylic pens are good to have for fine tip. It's acrylic paint pens. They come in sets of multiple colors. You can get these at Hobby Lobby, Michael's, and even Temu. Just a fine tip acrylic, and it's a brush. It's a fine tip brush, and it's acrylic. Let me see if I can give you a better color to see. See? It's acrylic paint. It's not like a marker, it's paint. So those are nice to have also. These you can get at the Dollar Tree. They're little palette trays, so you could, if you're doing a few different colors and you're mixing colors or painting, that you can rewash them. This is a whole stack of 6 that came for $1.25. White glue. White glue is a must. You can use that instead of Mod Podge, but white glue or glue sticks, the purple glue sticks, those are awesome to have also. So a lot of these things are just little things that if I were to, we use them every day. So if I were to just get a little, like I said, a gift basket of that would be great. Something that's not as necessary, but nice to have is, it's one of these misters. It's just, it sprays a mist and you put distilled water in it, because a lot of times our paints, we need to thin them out, and so we'll use this, and it's really nice. Little bottle applicators for little bottles, so that, like I use this for rubbing alcohol. There's all different kinds of things that you can put in these little bottles. Are nice to have. Assortments of glitter are nice to have. I have all these brushes out here I was going to show you, but I think I explained to you pretty well that it's just nice to have assorted sizes of brushes. So a lot of these you can get great sales at Hobby Lobby. I got these through Temu. I got these through Dollar Tree. And these are Hobby Lobby. So you can get all of that. And so there's just a lot of nice things to have. If you're I have this wood bond glue too, tight bond, quick and thick multi-surface glue. So those are things that are really nice to have also. I said markers are good to have, where you permanent markers of assorted colors are always nice to have. And I'm trying to find my water pen, and I cannot find it. But if you can find a water pen, I have it around here somewhere in my mess. But anyway, oh, here it is. This is a water pen. You can get these on Amazon. They come in a set of 2. You fill it with distilled water. We always use distilled water because we want to make sure that anything we're doing doesn't get mold in it. And these are good for wetting rice paper or napkins, so that, or else you can just use a brush. But a lot of us just like, we see something and we have to have it, so there you go. These are really awesome. These come in a 4-pack and you can get them at Amazon. They're called metallic rub-ons. They're just like a palette of all these different colors of metallic colors that you can use to distress things or give something an antique aged look. So you have all these colors that you can use, and those are awesome. You can buy them just 1, or you can buy a set of 4. So, and this is an awesome must-have. A lot of us use hair dryers when we start out to dry things. So when you're crafting, you want the paint to dry fast. And if you're using chalk paint and acrylic paints, you can use a hair dryer. But this is a heat tool that I got at Lowe's. It has 2 settings. It's 500 degrees and 1100 degrees. And this is really good for drying your paint quickly, and you rarely use the high setting, but I use it for heat transfers. There's a lot of things you can use it for, not for drying your hair though. So you could buy somebody a small portable hair dryer just to have for their craft room, or something like this. This was about $26 at Lowe's. So they probably have cheaper ones someplace. This is an iron. So a lot of times when you're doing napkin work or heat transfers, you need an iron. And so this is a crafting iron. People use a small iron that doesn't have steam. That is what you want when you're doing anything where you need heat for your crafts. And this has 3 settings, and it has a little platform that it sits on so that it doesn't scorch your countertop. And I think that was about $14 or $15, and I got that on Amazon, but they do have them at Walmart and at Hobby Lobby and Michael's. So those are really the things that I would say are nice to have or must-haves in a craft room. And so if you have any questions, you can send me a comment. I will always respond. I can give you my suggestion of what I like to use, or I can tell you pros and cons about other things based on my experience. Again, I'm not an affiliate, and so these are just my opinions and other crafters that I may have, communicate with. There's a lot of other things that we could talk about, but these are kind of my go-tos on a weekly basis in the craft room. Gift cards are awesome. Dollar Tree, Dollar General, Michael's, Hobby Lobby, Walmart. No one would say no to a gift card, that's for sure. But because there's a lot of florals and things that you want to buy. So anyway, so that's all I have. I wanted to share that with you since it is the holidays and there are a lot of people that are hard to buy for. And so I thought I'd come on and give you those tips. So again, if you could subscribe to the channel, I appreciate it. Give me a thumbs up. Go back and look some of my past videos and see if there's anything in there I can show you. And again, give me comments. I will respond to all of your comments. If you have any feedback, any questions, any suggestions to pass on to other viewers, go ahead and put them in there. I appreciate it. You have a wonderful time. I will be talking to you before Christmas, posting some more videos. But in the meantime, happy holidays, and talk to you later. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching.